Today I'm making chicken biryani, but for this I'm using, for the first time I'm using completely in Ninja all-purpose cooker. It's got a pressure cooker, it's got a roaster, it's got everything. So the first stage is I'm going to fry on high. I'm going to fry in the oil. I'm going to fry onions. To make the fried onions nice and brown without burning completely, I add a tinge of sugar. See, as you can see, the onions are frying nicely. You can see the aroma and then for the chicken, I have chicken breasts and chicken thighs, legs, chicken thighs and chicken breasts. So today, to make life a little easier and faster, I'm going to make the marinade for the chicken. So for this, from one of the Indian stores, I have this. I have this ginger and garlic paste, which is really good. It's just, there's no spices in it, but it's just mashed, so I put some of it. In my, almost the way I cook, I don't follow any recipes, I just use. So I put a lot of this. So to the ginger garlic mixture, I add coriander powder. And then I also had cumin powder. Now if you want to make it the real authentic way, you can roast all these spices and grind them. And then I add a real generous helping of Kashmiri chili powder, which is not very hot, but it gives it the nice coloring and the fragrance. So to the mixture, ginger garlic mixture, coriander, cumin, Kashmiri chili powder, I've added grated peppercorns, and then Himalayan pink salt, grated fresh. So I mix the whole thing together. So now our onion mixture has been frying for quite some time now and is starting to turn brown. There's still a little more to do till it becomes a little crispier. So now I've got the onions to the right color that I need. I don't need it to become so dark. So now I'm going to take this out and take out all the oil, but retain all the oil for cooking the chicken so that the flavor of the onions goes in. As you can see, I've got the onions now drained and to the right consistency of color. And here's the oil which I've reserved for future cooking of the chicken and the rice. So now I'm going to take about 3 cups of pure high-grade basmati rice. Before this I use royal from the foothills of the Himalayas. So I'm going to put it in this and soak them for about half an hour. So before I soak the rice, I washed the basmati rice nicely to get rid of all the impurities and wash it quite a few times. Now I let it soak for about half an hour. So with the marinade, I applied it to the chicken mixture, and it's all marinated, ready to be fried, and then in the pressure cooker for some time to make it. So now it's back to my favorite Ninja, and it's on high on the saute mode. And in the oil that we reserved, I'm going to put a few cloves, and then a few cardamom. Cardamom is the king of spice, and then star anise, just like 2 pieces. And then I'm going to add some curry leaves. Curry leaves gives it the nice fragrance. To this one, I add the chicken so that it fries for just a few minutes to get browned, and then I put it into the pressure cooker mode. As you can see, it's frying nicely. Now it's in the saute mode. It's frying for a few minutes, which I'll keep turning to get it nicely browned. And then in the same, without taking it out, I will put the pressure cooker top and for about 10 minutes to make it soft. As you can see, it's browning really nicely, and a few more minutes. I turned it once, and then I'll stop it and put it into the pressure cooker mode. Now that I got the chicken to the right consistency and the right color that I need in the frying process, I put the Ninja off, and I'm going to put the pressure cooker top on. As you can see, I don't need to add any water. I've not added any water because the water drains from the chicken. So this is the beauty of the Ninja. You do everything in one. So now I'm going to put the pressure cooker top on. Lock it, put it seal, and then put it into the pressure mode. High pressure mode, time 10. Probably reduce it down to 8 because it's partially cooked, and then press start, and it's all set. So while the chicken is cooked, it's just waiting for the thing. So in the time, I boiled a lot of water, nearly half a pot of water. When it comes to boil, I'm going to add pure Indian ghee, which is freely available in the US in Costco and other Indian stores. But Costco has the best deal for this. So some ghee into the water, and then some cloves and some cardamom, and I'm going to put the soaked rice into this to cook for just partially cooked for 5 minutes. So I've added the basmati rice, the soaked basmati. It's boiling, so I give it about 5 minutes to 6 minutes, and then I will drain out the water. Unlike the Asian rices where it's a sticky rice, the basmati rice is a very high grade rice, and every grain has to be separated. So this is how we cook it for the Indian way, which goes back to the Persian way. The Persians are the ones who create the biryani, and it has become very popular in India and takes on many forms. So this is my version of it. So the chicken in the pressure cooker is done, and I'm going to open it. There you go. It's nice and soft, but I'm going to continue to saute it till some of the thing is absorbed into it. So I'm going to put it into the Sauté cycle. It's done. And I'm going to add the rest of the marinade into this. So the rice is boiled and it's partially cooked. Now I will stop it and drain the rice. Now I've taken some very high grade saffron and I'm going to dilute that in hot water to get which I will be adding to the basmati rice for color and aroma. The higher the grade of saffron, the better the texture and the aroma and the taste. So in the meantime, I'm getting some of the stuff ready. So to the final biryani, we add raisins, but this time I've substituted with currants, sun-dried currants, which I will saute in the oils lightly, and then pistachio, shelled pistachio, which again I'll fry a little bit. Normally we add cashew, but in order to make it kind of the Persian Indian version, so I'm adding pistachio, which Persians always use pistachio. And then I'm boiling some eggs, which will be cooled, and then in the final preparation. So you can see the currants have taken on another form, which I will be draining out now. In the same oil mixture that I fried the pistachio and the thing, I'm sauteing some, in this case I'm using frozen Indian vegetables, carrots, fused, and beans, which we will add to the biryani mixture as we layer them. So this is what we will be adding in the different layers to the biryani. Pistachio, vegetables, and currants. So now you can see I've drained the rice. I've taken the chicken out and left some of the gravy. And now I'm going to layer some of this rice. So what I do is I take So over the rice and the gravy, I have layered the layer of chicken, and onto that I'm going to add some of the crispy onions, half of it. Reserve the other half for the top layer, and then I'm going to add some of the vegetables. Some of the currants, and some of the pistachio. So on top of that, I added the rest of the basmati rice, parboiled rice, and then now I'm going to drizzle some of the saffron. And then now I'm going to add some more of the pure ghee. And then add some more saffron. Then I'm going to take a fork and go this way, so that it mixes. And then I'm going to add the rest of some more of the sauce. Mix it up again. And then adding the vegetable. The raisins. Pistachio. And finally the onions. There you have it. That's the thing. And then we will steam this in the steam cycle. So for the final stage, I've added the shelled boiled eggs, hard boiled, and then now I'm going to put the top on to not pressure cook it but to steam it in the steam cycle. Again, this is the first time I'm using the Ninja for this, so we shall see. This is the air fryer and the broil top, and then you have the fryer thing where you can put this and then can sit away from the oil. And then now you're in the steam mode, not pressure cooker but in the steam mode. After that it should be done. Remember, the rice is partially cooked. So hope you enjoyed the video, and look forward to sharing many more like this with you.